10 packs. That does not count everybody that's on the phone.
Nice.
We got tons and tons and tons of people.
All right, everyone, so definitely stay there. But we are moving on to another item, brand new. This is the very first airing. This is the West Point Mint initial release Silver Eagle. Proof 70.
Proof 70.
Right.
I'm bringing it in at special pricing, $249. I had my advanced release at $329.
And this has that deep cameo,
deep
right?
cameo.
With that forest,
well, you've sold
frosted etching.
I don't know, if you sold $10 billion worth of jewelry here or something like that. I mean, right around there.
Probably in 43 years or 42.
So you've sold a lot of cameo jewelry.
Yes, yes.
And that's what they mean by deep cameo. So you've got, you always have the background, and then you have the image of that's on the jewelry that's kind of popped out of that, if you will. And so that's why that's a grading designation of deep cameo. But it's also absolutely positively perfect. Now here's the thing. The United States Mint, when they release 3 coins every year that are every year, or have been for 20-something years. They have the mint state coin.
Okay.
Then they have the burnished coin, which is a kind of a special uncirculated coin, but then they have the proof coin.
Okay.
The proof coin, by far and away, is the most popular coin in the Silver Eagle family put out by the United States Mint, except for special issues like the Star Privy that you just saw. So this is the regular issue. Proof is not a condition. It's a method of manufacturing. Proof coins are made differently. What happens is they're struck multiple times at higher pressure to give it this mirror finish that you have right there, and that deep cameo. So what happens is, as the die strikes the coin, it literally, the metal almost flows into the voids of the die, and what we call the device of the coin, which is the raised part of the coin, and then it strikes with so much pressure that it creates a mirror in that silver right there. And so because of that, it is basically pretty much one of the rarest coins put out and most popular by the collectors. So these were put out in January, and these are coins I have from that initial release that I've saved.
I was going to say,
because we sold out our first day of issues, we sold out all our other stuff, so we try to save them. We put them away in the safe so that I can do it in March, so I can do it in April, is what it comes down to. And I only have 182 of these that are going to be, I think I started with 200, so I'm guessing, in all honesty.
How can you remember
but I do all that.
Oh my
well, I mean, kind of like I said, it's the only thing I do. So I mean,
there's that.
And so we have the initial release, which is our most desirable designation, certainly in ICG. So we had Annex first day of issue sold out. We had Annex first release sold out. Yeah, we had NGC, and just the regular NGCs, which I think are $299, are sold out. So now we have the ICGs at $249 with the special designation of initial release as well. So we've got the initial release, and like I said, that's all I had was about 200 of these. We're obviously under that right now. Certified again, absolutely positively perfect. And then we've got that special designation of initial release as well, and it is by far and away in Proof 70, because we have Mint State 70 for the Mint State coins, we have Proof 70 for the Proof coins. In Proof 70, it is by far, by $50, our most affordable Proof American Silver Eagle here. Because what's happened is, over the course of years, the United States Mint has continually raised the price of Proof American Silver Eagles. So these are not coins that are bullion coins that are sold based on their silver value. They're based on their collector value, and they sell for massive premiums to their, so it has, I mean, while they are an ounce of silver, it's really a tiny part of their value. The value is in the proof. The value is in the Proof 70. The value is in particularly the initial release that you have right here, which is incredibly desirable for collectors, because it denotes, it's just that additional designator of value is really what it comes down to.
What a wonderful way to educate your kids, or turn them on to the importance of coins. Or maybe you want to start them off with their very first piece. I think it's an incredible graduation gift, and think about, really, for the first time, getting them away from just playing video games, but learning something, and then watching the value of it over the years.
Yeah, and that's what happens with this, as we see these Proof American Silver, because they're so beautiful. Look at that.
And
there you go. The In God We Trust. There's the AW for Adolf Wyman. No star on this one, obviously. That you're going to have, and look at that beautiful mirror mirror finish, certified absolutely, positively perfect. I just got word we have a dozen of the original first day of issue star privies left. We have one dozen remaining.
Oh my gosh, okay.
We only have 1 dozen remaining.
We
of those.
knew it. We knew that was happening.
You know, like I said, we still have so many people on the phone for the star privies. Now they're starting to get on these. Like I said, everything we have, and that's what going to be kind of the theme for the show as I talk more and more about this. Coins are really hard to get, and people ask, what do you mean by that? And I said, there are silver shortages in the world today, massive. We'll talk about those. The United States Mint has a hard time getting silver coins, and that's what usually drives a lot of collectors, the new issues. There's just no new issues. There's nothing new coming out. And so it puts pressure on the older coins, you know, coins from past times. And so what happens is coins, whether they be silver dollars, that doesn't matter what they are, get harder and harder and harder to get. And that's going to affect the next coin that we have as well.
Yes. All right, everyone. Please stay here. 903-528 is your number.